What's going on? It's time to talk about another Christmas movie, a family comedy animated film, The Grinch, released by Universal November 9th, 2018, and is directed by Scott Moser and Taro Cheney. Now, Scott Moser is more known for like Clerks 1 and 2, Chasing Amy, Mallrats, and Freebirds, and Yarrow Cheney has only have three other films to his credit. Despicable Me 2, 3 mini movie collection, like the bonus DVD you got when you got it, if you bought it back when it came out. Also the very first Noel and the Chub Chubs. So The Grinch. This is a retelling of the world famous Dr. Seuss book, the story of how the Grinch stole Christmas, just done a little bit differently and stuff. Now this is obviously isn't up to the caliber of Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas from 2000, but still a fun little animated film. I don't know. I think a lot of people rip on this film because and don't like it as much because it's not true to the story. They kind of took like the basic of it and made their own like Whoville style story around it, where they focus more on like the Grinch living in it. So like in the original story, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Grinch is like feared and like no one is kind of not spoken about. In this one, it starts off and he comes and he just walks around in like Whoville. He knows he's different and stuff, and they all know he's mad, an angry guy, and yeah, they kind of just coincide with them. Where in the other films, he's more of like a mysterious figure, and then yeah, so as the film progresses, though, you hang out with the Who's, like the family with Cindy Lou Who, and they made her a little um, more outgoing and more charismatic and stuff, and which is okay, but it's kind of odd to have a character like that in this story, where she tries to catch Santa Claus in this one, and it's not just her being like the shy, bashful self like in the other ones. So I like the fact that they try to go a different route than what has already been done, and yeah, for some parts it works, some parts it doesn't though. There's like certain parts where like when he has like the sleigh, he actually gets reindeer. Grinch gets reindeer in this one, and that's a whole quirky scene. Like getting like the biggest reindeer and the smallest one and stuff, and yeah, all this amusing things. There's a lot of good jokes and funny scenes in this film, and I think it's a little bit underrated. Um, I enjoyed it. I like a good animated film every now and then, and yeah, to me, it wouldn't be my go-to Christmas film all the time, but I still thought it was pretty decent. I don't think it's as bad as most people are saying it is. I think a lot of people are just disappointed that they didn't rehash the story in a different way with the animation. They kind of did their own thing, which I actually kind of enjoyed that, even though some parts like, I didn't like the new version of Cindy Lou Who and stuff like that. That was just kind of like for childish humor purposes and stuff. But yeah, how they expanded upon the Grinch and everything, and that it was all pretty interesting and entertaining, I thought. Um, Definitely was not expecting that from this film because I know films from Illumination, Universal stuff like besides Despicable Me, a lot of them get like a bad rap and stuff like that. So I'm always I was a little hesitant going into this one, but I was actually pretty impressed with it. And there's a lot of cool stuff. They do a lot more intricate Who like setting and sets and stuff like that in this, and it was actually pretty decent. And the voice acting was pretty good too. You have Benedict Cumberbatch doing the voice of the Grinch and a whole bunch of other people. And yeah, definitely, it's good, but it's not perfect by any means, and it's definitely not up to the How the Grinch Stole Christmas from 2000 for Ron Howard's How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey. It's definitely not up to that standard, but it's still a good, entertaining watch, at least for one round. Uh, but like I wouldn't go watch it every year. I'd probably watch it every couple years, but still, it's still a decent, fun little heartwarming story, and definitely more on the quirky side than the mysterious. And also, when he steals Christmas, it's only like a 10-minute scene in the whole film. It's not like a half hour extravaganza of it because it's all been seen and done before, so they kind of did stuff a little bit differently than that. And with that, I'm gonna give the Grinch from 2018 a 3.5 out of 5. I thought it was actually somewhat decent, and yeah. So maybe if you've seen it and you didn't like it, rewatch it. It might be a little bit, now that you have a fresh take on it and stuff. It might actually be good. Or if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's a decent Christmas movie, anyway. So yeah. So, there's a trailer for it linked down below if you didn't know if it even existed. And also, link down below is my Instagram where I always post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. Which have the film title, hashtag, the subgenre film, and hashtag, so you're aware of it. So you follow me there to stay in the loop. Or you could also follow me at Letterbox at Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the film. So follow me on one of those two to stay in the loop. Like this video, share it so more people are aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below. Yeah, let me know. I'd love to hear your opinions on it. And yeah, if you have any other Christmas movies or any films at all that you want to hear my opinions on, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. And yeah, that's that. Another decent Christmas film. Hopefully, we can find some more for this holiday season coming up. I'm in Canada, so happy Thanksgiving, by the way, to the United States. But everyone in the United States. But yeah, I'm in Canada, so we're just counting down on Christmas now. So yeah, some more Christmas stuff coming out, but I'm still going to sprinkle in like horror and other things in between. So it's not going to be constant Christmas stuff. But yeah. Yeah, make sure you subscribe because you never know what I'm going to talk about next, especially me. I might do another horror film next, but who knows. But yeah, hopefully you find something unique, weird, and odd together, or you just hear my opinions on popular films because usually they're way more diverse than most people's. And yeah, so make sure you subscribe, and I guess see you all in the next review. Hopefully it's another somewhat good one. We'll see though. All right, see you in the next one. Cheers.